U.S. men's national team top 5 rivals. Should we start from number 1 and go down?
I think, yeah, because I got some banter ones at the bottom. Number one, I think we both agree it's Mexico, right? Has to
Mexico.
be. Has to be.
No,
Yeah.
no question.
No question, no explanation needed. It's obvious. It's the perfect rivalry. Great.
Drop a like on the
Chef's
video. Yeah.
chef's kiss, yeah.
Ball knowledge 4,000. Okay, let's go
Mhm.
to number 2.
Number 2. Number 2, I think you might disagree with this one, and frankly, I'm just building that case. It's England. It's England. I would listen to me. There is no team that I would rather the US beat on the face of the planet more than England. I don't care if it's a good England. I don't care if it's a bad England. There's something about that that gets me up in a way that the Canadians burning the White House just cannot. It can't touch it. But I
Well, the
want to
English,
put
they
on
were there too.
they
It was
were there
mainly
too.
an English army. But
Right,
yeah.
but the Canadians had a part in that, but I blame the English, you know? That gets me
Mhm.
up. These colors don't run. George Washington crossing the Delaware, that's me. I wanna put on a Patriots costume, and I have to watch the Patriot, you know? Every time
Mhm.
before the game starts, I say, "Lord, please make them fast and accurate." And then I pull out my Tennessee long rifle. It's a
Mhm.
smooth
I pull
bore,
up my
but I don't.
flintlock.
You're damn right. I pull out my it's a smooth bore. I don't need the rifling. I want that, screwball bullet to blow a soda can sized hole in an Englishman. My uncle's
Mhm.
English. I objectively like probably 90% of the players on the English national team. But if they're playing the United States, it's done.
England is my number 2 as well.
There it is. All right. Yeah. I was worried you were going to come out of nowhere and be like, actually, Trinidad and Tobago back in the 70s. You fool.
It's like, actually, there was this one game that happened, back with the Congo, very heated. Many people died. That's why I have them too. No, I actually think so. I agree that independence. This is England U.S. rivalry is 1/3 the fact that we got independence for them.
Yeah.
1/3 the fact that they just clown us for being American every time we try to talk about football, even though they have no idea how to cover the sport intellectually. And 1/3 is due to Mel Gibson in The
Yep.
Patriot.
God, what a good movie.
This is the breakdown. What I'm what? Yeah, we're watching that tonight. We're
Yeah.
definitely watching that tonight. All right, number 3 for you?
Number 3 for me. Now we get
Oh,
into the banter
Jesus.
ones. All right, you ready?
Okay, okay, okay.
I have the Reina family. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I have never been so confused as to what the hell is happening than the Giovanni Reina and Claudio Reina saga that elapsed. What is that? Is it 2 years ago now? Two and some change, two
Yeah,
and a half.
yeah,
Last
yeah.
World Cup.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. Last World Cup.
Come on, brother. There is nobody. I mean, I'm talking, these are rivals in like a Game of Thrones sense, like every time, Cersei comes on the screen, she's doing something, you're just like, oh, God, again? Like, give it a rest. Like, calm down. You don't got
Mm.
nothing else you want to do? Like, there's even a scene where Tywin Lannister's like fishing. Even he knows how to take a break. Relax. That's what the Rainas feel like to me, and it is self-sabotage to the utmost degree.
That's almost like more of a U.S. men's national team civil war. Like that's like a
Yes,
faction you choose to play as is the Reinas,
100%.
and
Yes. They are the Slytherins.
yeah, their
They're the
family buff
Lannisters.
is like +5 eyebrow density or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Plus 15 tech, minus, 1,000, career IQ or something? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. -30 durability.
Yes, Jesus.
They're like the berserker units, man. It's like they go in there and then they just burn out. They got 2 armor. You hit them with some arrows, they're done.
Yeah.
Um, I got 3. I do have Canada. I have them
You
3.
got Canada. Alright.
I got Canada 3. I mean, like I said, 1 trophy, there ain't nothing to do. Can I give you my 4?
Yeah, you can give me your 4.
I went outside the box for this one. I said Germany.
Ooh.
Hear me out, bro.
Okay.
Hear me out. One Axis power is making the list. So you get to decide if it's Japan, Italy, or Germany. Which one of those three teams do you have more animosity towards on a football pitch?
Germany. Germany.
Germany.
I like it. I would love if the Japanese and the US had a rivalry. That would be beautiful.
Oh,
I think there's a world in which that could happen. However, I don't think it'll be because of, the Axis powers. I think I would just love to see that, I think.
well, for it to be a rivalry, it would have to be competitive, and Japan owns the Usmnt'S national team, sadly. But Germany, to keep it to football, I think it's stunning to me more people don't consider them a rivalry over Ghana, considering the fact that we have fought multiple wars against these guys. So there's your intrigue, there's your animosity, and there's the same number of World Cup games against Ghana and Germany. The US has played each side 3 times. The difference, the United States has never beaten Germany, and they have beaten Ghana 1 time. So why is Germany not considered a top rivalry? Also,
Yeah.
how many German Americans do we have?
We have a
Hershey,
million.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Those guys were probably German, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that does make sense. I think that we are still too small potatoes for the Germans to care. And I think we know
okay.
that intrinsically. But I can also tell you how stoked I was whenever we beat them. I know it was a German B team, but Mario Götze was playing, and that's all that matters to me.
And that's
When
fine
we beat them
and understandable.
with Bobby Wood, I mean, that's the whole reason I have this jersey hanging up in my closet. I don't even think he was player of the match. I think it was Johansson or whatever that dude's name was.
Probably.
But I was just so fixated on Bobby Wood. I was like, this is all Bobby. Yeah. Yeah, I can get
Okay.
behind that.
That's my 4. What's your 4?
I should say Canada, but I got Greg Berhalter in there.
It's a rivalry. It's more like a twisted love story, I would say.
It's just self-hating. Nah, that man, and maybe this is a me personally sort of thing.
I think there's some bias bleeding in here, but go
I
on.
think there might be a little bias here. This man has just I just don't respect him. I don't respect him. There's no reason he should have been in charge for as long as he was. And I know you've given me all the stats. There's stuff pointing to the contrary, but I just can't get it out of my head. We could have done so much better if we just hadn't have been hamstrung by the bald fraud himself. And
Eric Ten
that
Hag manages menu, not the
I'll,
U.S.
I'll,
national team.
I'll never forgive him. Ten Hag's a sterling guy, and I hope he never leaves Manchester United.
You and me both, for the content, if nothing else. Okay. My 5. I actually don't have one because it's more of a question. My number 5 is, which country should be a rival of the U.S. men's national team more? China or Russia?
I'd say Russia.
You want a stat?
Oh, no. Yeah.
The United States has never beaten Russia.
How many times have we played him?
5. No wins.
What about China?
Oh, we got them. We got 5 wins. They got 1.
There it is. It should be Russia. We should hate the Russians.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just me? Like, I feel like the Cold War, that's sexy. Like, that's recent. Like, I want that, you know?
No, yeah. I feel like as football fans, we're robbed. Like
We're robbed there.
USSR, USA, that's a hockey rivalry, but why is it not a rivalry in football?
That's what I'm saying. Are we just too far away? Did people not give a damn? But like, if we're playing these guys, yeah, that should be a rivalry.
I mean, dude, play the game in Anchorage. I mean, split the
Yeah.
difference. I don't know. It ain't that
Yeah.
far. You know what? We should have a tournament where it's a round robin. It's just China, Japan, Russia, and the United States. Round robin.
Yeah.
That goes so hard.
That would go so hard. You know what?
I
There's a
don't know.
world. If you want to mobilize American football fans, you put us in that tournament. There's a world in which we beat every single one of them. If we win the Japan game, that'll carry us through.
Oh yeah. That's the
That'll
one that
carry
the
us through.
pundits have circled.
Yes, correct. That's the one the pundits have circled. Give a damn about the rest of them. And then, not give a damn. I'm not worried about them, I guess I would say.
I don't
That
know.
would be
Russia, they moving
huge
in the shadows right now.
in the
I
shadow
think they
realm.
give the US a game. I think they give the US a game.
Because I bet you we're their rivals.
Yes, probably. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, this fictitious group, everybody hates each other. Japan is 100% a rival of both Russia and China. China doesn't like Russia. China hates Japan. China doesn't like us either. The friendliest game here is the Pearl Harbor Derby between us and Japan because we're allies now. But
Yeah.
outside of that, everybody hates each other. This should be a regular event.
Yeah. We're done with this kumbaya shit. Not having that.
No more games against Trinidad. I mean, with
No.
all due respect, it's time to move on.
Well, just to round out my list, Canada was my number 5. Definitely should have gone above Berhalter, but I just wanted to see your face. And then I have an honorable mention, and that's Thierry Henry.
Oh, why?
Because he be talking smack about Christian Pulisic.
What did he say?
You haven't seen he didn't
No.
say anything. You don't remember this? Like back in the day, they were like, Thierry, do you have anything you want to say to Christian? While he was live on air with them. And Thierry was, do you have any questions? Like, do you have anything you want to say? And he was like, nope. He did like he like pushed his nose up and he was like, nope. I
Oh,
don't
I
have
didn't see
anything
that.
to say. He said he hasn't done enough. You haven't seen this?
No.
Oh, you got to look that up because now that Christian Pulisic has the
Mm.
longest consecutive scoring streak in Europe's top 5 leagues right now, Thierry came out and he said, now he's earned my respect.
He said
And
that.
I said, damn right. Put some respect on this boy's name. Mm-hmm.
Damn, I missed all that.
Oh, Cowboy. You gotta catch up.
Yeah, I do.
One
Gotta
more
catch up.
reason.
I've been
to
too
hate
deep
the
into
French.
La Liga. I just completely
That's
went
fair.
over my head. And
That's
he
fair.
probably got snubbed for the US job, so he probably doesn't like the US for that too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, look.
And he flopped at the MLS.
Sexy intrigue. Boom, right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's butthurt. Won't recognize American greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
That's a good one. That should be top 5. That should be top 5. I push Berhalter up. I put
hate
Henri
Berhalter.
5. That much is clear.